A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to this class of science. Dear students, today we are going to learn something very interesting in an interactive way. I am quite sure that you will love to learn this. Before I introduce my topic, I need your help. Please identify the profession of following people. Get ready and let's start. Yes, you are right. He is a doctor. Good one. She is a nurse. Yes, you are absolutely right. He is a policeman. Dear students, she is a teacher. Now, who is he? Yes, he is a farmer. We call him Kisan. Can you tell me what a farmer do? Great. He grows crop for us. Here I have some good pictures of various crops. Dear students, today we are going to start our topic crop production and management. Let's look around and find what types of plants are grown around us or in the garden. Think about the plants that we see in our garden or we have in our home or in the field of farmer. How do you think these plants are different? Is there any difference between plants of a garden and plants of a farmer's field? Yes, the plants that we see in the garden are of different types. But the plants that we see in a field are of same type, which is known as crop. Here we are in a field. We find crop. What do you understand by the term crop? When plants of same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called crop. In a farmer's field, we find that all the plants are of same type and they are cultivated on a large scale. In Hindi, we call it fasal. Here, a word cultivation is used, which means agriculture. You have studied in earlier classes that India is agriculture dominated country. भारत एक कृषि प्रधान देश है. We have different variety of crops like cereals, vegetables and fruits. There is rich variety of crops in our country. Why? Why there is so much variety of crops? Do you have any idea? Because the climatic conditions like temperature, rainfall, humidity vary from one place to another. Now we have two cropping patterns on the basis of seasons in which they are grown. Rabi crop, Kharif crop. Rabi crops are grown in winter season from October to March. Some examples of Rabi crops are wheat, barley, peas and gram. These crops are also known as winter crops. Kharif crops. They are grown in rainy season from June to September. Some examples of Kharif crops are rice, maize, cotton and groundnut. These crops are also called rainy crops. Now I have a question for you. Why paddy cannot be grown in winter season? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Paddy is another name of rice. Yes, because it is a kharif crop and requires lots of water and moisture. Hence, it is sown in rainy season. Now, be ready for an interesting quiz. Rabi or Kharif? You have to identify the type of crop. Here we go. Rice, chawal. Wheat, गेहूं. Cotton, we call it kapas. Do you know black soil is considered to be best for growing cotton? Discuss with your parents. Where do we find black soil in our country? P. Matar. Gram, chana. Maize. Now check your answers. Rice, it is a kharif crop. Wheat is an example of rabi crop. Cotton is also a kharif crop. Pea is an example of rabi crop. Gram also comes under rabi crop. Maize is an example of kharif crop. Agriculture, or we can say cultivation of crops, is not as simple as growing a plant or sapling in our balcony or garden. It involves a number of processes to grow a successful crop. The activities undertaken by farmers for cultivation of crops are called agricultural practices. They are as following. Number 1. Preparation of soil. Number 2. Selection and sowing of seeds. Number 3. Adding manures and fertilizers. Number 4. Irrigation. Number 5. Protection from weeds. Number 6. Harvesting. Number 7. Storage. This picture shows all agricultural practices that are undertaken by farmers. We will discuss them in our next class. Now, I have an interesting video for better understanding. Let's watch it together.
What fuel does our body require to carry out its day-to-day functions? Food? That's right. Where do we get the food from? The cereals, pulses and vegetables on our plate come from somewhere, don't they? Where do you think they come from? Did you just say the earth? Yes, they do grow on earth, but who grows them for us? The farmers, that's right. We also get our food from animals. These animals are reared and taken care of by humans. This food then fuels our body to carry out all its processes. Can you name a few processes of the body that need energy? Digestion, excretion, respiration are a few common processes. Without food, our body wouldn't be able to function at all. But can't every human produce his or her own food? Do you think this is a feasible option? Imagine growing your food every day. I assure you this wouldn't be an easy job to do, and that is why we need our farmer friends. They produce food for the entire country. And with the growing population, food needs to be produced on a large scale. What do we mean by producing food? Are planting seeds and breeding of animals the only events in food production? Of course not. A lot of effort goes into the process of food production. One of the things this process includes is regular production of food. Secondly, proper management of the resources produced. And lastly, fair distribution among the people. But how did this idea of food production come into existence? What do we call production of plants in a specific area of land? Agriculture. You guessed it right. But how did man get this idea of agriculture? Man was nomadic for many years. Survival was mainly dependent on fruits, roots, and hunting of animals for food. Eventually, man learned the culture of cultivation. Man learned agriculture by observing nature. So what is the most important part among all the components in agriculture? Of course, the crops. But what exactly do we mean by crops? When seeds of a plant are grown on a large scale, we call it a crop. Crops of wheat, rice, or sugarcane can be grown at a time on a piece of land. Crops can be of cereals, vegetables, or pulses, but each crop needs a specific type of weather. Crops are therefore classified based on the season they are grown in. Can you guess which two types of crops are grown in India? Let me help you with that. The two major crop seasons in India are the season of the Kharif crops and that of the Rabi crops. What is the difference between the two? The former are sown in the rainy season, while the latter are sown in the winter season. Rainy season in India spans from June to September. Crops grown in this period are paddy, maize, soybean, which require moisture and a large quantity of water. When does India have winter? Winter months in India begin with the month of November, extending till the month of February. Which crops do you think are best suited in this climate? Take a guess. Yes, wheat, mustard and grams are a few of the winter crops. So can we say that paddy, maize and soybean are Kharif crops? Yes. And similarly we can say that wheat, mustard and grams are Rabi crops. What is grown in the summer months then? Well, summer months usually do not see a lot of cultivation. But some vegetables and pulses can be grown in the summer with the help of irrigation. This is all about the types of crop seasons in India. What about the process of agriculture? What are the agricultural practices undertaken by farmers? We will learn about these in our next lesson.
It's time for you to note down key points. What have we learned today? Crop, plants of the same kind grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale. Two cropping patterns, Rabi crops, Kharif crops. Rabi crop grown in winter season, Example, wheat, barley, pea, gram. Kharif crop grown in rainy season. Example, rice, cotton, maize, groundnut. Agricultural practices, activities undertaken by a farmer for cultivation of crops. It's time for home assignment. Please note down. Question number 1. Define crop. Question number 2. If wheat is sown in the Kharif season, what would happen? Discuss. Question number 3. Give 2 examples of Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Question number 4. What is the difference between Rabi and Kharif crops? Discuss with your parents and grandparents about different types of crops grown in different parts of the country. Thank you and have a nice day.